All right. What's happening, everybody? How are you? Happy Tuesday. Happy time zones, always. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Hopefully you enjoyed the start to your week yesterday. Servers were down in 14, so we took the night off. We watched some Mobile Suit Gundam Zeta. Super good thus far. Nova, what's up, bud? How are you? I hope you and yours had yourselves a fantastic weekend. Always, bud. What's up, Big L? How you feeling, bro? I hope you're on the mend. I'm hoping you're back home, dude. First and foremost. Oh, what's up, fam? How are you, dude? Yes, I'm aware this is not my home world. This is not the Reaper you are looking for. I did a little bit of work over the weekend, advancing Dragoon storyline. Locked out, though, for, because I have to advance the story in Stormblood now. It's like, right. Good, just relaxing, good. Dude, L, for real? What, is it still like the same thing? Yo, fried squash? That sounds amazing. Like fried summer squash? What kind of squash? Still need to be on dialysis? Bro, I am very sorry to hear that. Are the missus and little renegade like everybody else doing well? I hope. Jesus, man. Yeah, we'll use the ticket for sure. Yeah, they're rocking good. Restaurant doing well in your absence, I hope, also. I mean, obviously, you know, that is not of the utmost concern, of course. So I just hope that you're on the mend soon, man. Some scary shit, dog. Very scary, no bueno. May need to be put on a transplant list? Dog, what? Alex, what's happening, brother? How are you? L, is it like... Then, like, you know, if you don't want me to, like, keep poking and prodding and asking questions, like, is it just, like, total organ? Like, I don't know how to, like, ask this. Is it, like, total organ failure? Like, what is going on? Had to look up because I just started the garden, but, it's crook-necked squash. All right. What are you frying it in? Arcadia, what's good, dude? How are you? Doing good. How about you? Also get better soon? Yeah, for sure, man. All the love out to my man Big Al and the fam bam. Doing pretty good, dude. Had a kind of a long day. Kidney failure. But they said it looks like it's getting better. Well, I mean, that's promising. Like, that's good to hear. Like, bro, I couldn't even imagine. Like, I hope you don't have to go on, you know, like a transplant list. That's some scary shit, brother. Holy mackerel. Arcadia, he's been having complications past, what, like 2 weeks now, L? Some veggie oil, 50-50 yellow, cornmeal, flour, salt, pepper. Sounds bomb. Sounds delish. And, like, as good as it is, like a fried eggplant is super good. But the thing about eggplant is that it holds so much oil. Like eggplant parm, for instance. Delicious. So not good for you, though. Like, the amount of oil that an eggplant holds when you fry it is just like... wowzers. God damn. I'm sorry, man. No bueno. Very sorry. Like, all things considered, man, like, I'm glad the family's doing well, obviously. Why? I don't know why I have it separated, but I do. It's fine. Shit, dude. Damn. I'm very sorry, big dog. I just hope that you get better soon and you don't have to do the transplant thing. Holy shit. Stress levels through the moon. Yeah, right on, Arcadia. I'm gonna start progressing the story and see where we get to with our chainsaw scythe. Ying. Sorry, Torgle Pup. Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the aetheryte. Tired dialysis wipes me out. I can only imagine. I had a woman I used to work with. She used to bring her mom to dialysis 3 times a week. Have I done the jump? Okay, so wait. The jump puzzle is here, right? I feel as though there was a time way back. Yeah, because you got to go all the way up there, don't you? I feel like I tried to do that way back when, and I don't recall if I was successful. Unless it's climbing up this one. It's one of them. At least I can work on new recipes. You got anything going on? You got anything cooking? No pun intended. Come, let us move along. The markets are next. But that, so is it this one? Over yonder window breaks, that one? Did I travel due to lack of? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. We did it on Friday. Yeah, Friday we did that. Because we weren't getting what I would consider optimal queue times. They were not awesome. New pizza hot pocket kind of thing, more brisket seasoning and a new noodle dish. Yo, let's go. And I know this is probably sounds like a really easy recipe, but, and you call me crazy, I had this dream last week that I made a shepherd's pie and I infused the ground beef with like I made my own taco seasoning, and I made like a spin on shepherd's pie, simple spin. Should I fly over to Goblin before? If you want to, Arcadia. Whatever you'd like to do, duder. We have arrived at the largest shopping district into Kugane Dori. Kugane, as you are doubtless unaware, is an ancient Hingan word for gold. So, in this prosperous port where golden fortunes are made, lesser fortunes, or kogane, are earned by the local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language. Now you're beginning to speak my language. Oh, a kindred spirit. What a pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-won coin. Like, let's gamble. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company. You are with clients today. Why, if it isn't Master Chiton. Pray allow me to introduce to you my esteemed guests, but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kogane Dore. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Chiton of the Hakaguchi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manner of currencies. Rest assured, your Eorzean Guild are welcomed here. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure. It is, we have something like that, a special menu during the winter. Yo, that's what's up. All right. It sounds really good in theory. Arms, armor, foodstuffs, potables. Here you will find all of them and more. Filbert, my guy! What's shaking, big dog? There we go. That's a very strange nickname, but all right. For sure. It's an odd one. If we may pause here for a moment. This road leads to the Ijingai, the district in which Ijin or foreigners are permitted to reside. Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So you see, it would not be at all unusual to cross paths with one of our Garlean cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations, after all, such spats being strictly forbidden. That's a word. The Sekisai Gumi? Punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation, though to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are executed on the spot. What? Cut down then and there? You're joking, right? Would that I were, but alas, these samurai are of a humorless lot. Why, I recall one instance when a foreign merchant in his cups dared lay hands upon a Hingan aristocrat in front of a Sekisei Gumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. Gee whiz. Slow night at work, gonna see the Gundam Seed Freedom movie tomorrow. Yo, let's go. So where does Seed fit in? Is it in the UC or is it a yeah, it's gotta be UC, right? I have dialysis early in the morning. Hey, yo, Elric, feel well, get better. Get some rest, man. My best to the family. Obviously, nothing but the best of vibes your way, bro. I'm sorry you gotta deal with this. Seed is its own thing. Okay. Seed Destiny, now Seed Freedom? Well, dude, I need to get planting then. I want that as well. Gee whiz. Why, I recall one instance. We already read that and I butchered it. Ugh, I don't even want to think about that. So, as you see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another, or you yourselves in the manner of the late Taleji Adeleji. Hefe, how are you, my guy? How's Ayuden treating you? Oh, how I amuse myself. We must carry on. I have yet to show you the Garlean consulate. But yeah, man, for real, Zeta slaps. Zeta's been real good. Corpse Dancer? Hey, I know you. Fist bump, traditional. Ayuden's fantastic, currently stuffing my face before I have to fast. You're fasting? Say what now? For how long? Fasting to me, a lover of food, sounds like a horrible thing. Is it like, is it self-imposed? Getting blood work at 2? Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you were going on like a diet fast, and I was like, I have heard that it has many benefits, but... So fast has to start at 5 a.m. Gotcha. Okay. I was worried for your tummy. Oh, that's the wrong way. Had to refresh page. Got stuck in 80. Oh, dang. Sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, vibing with Ayuden. Good to hear. I am going to attune first. Did this update give us anything? Not that I'm aware of, but I didn't read any patch notes. So I am not the foremost knowledgeable on such things. Only allowed water. I told everyone at work we are not getting coffee till after 2. Why? Yeah, I mean, if you can only have water. I mean, you can have, right? I mean, it's water with stuff filtered through it. You know, coffee. Hey, meow. Yeah, because I don't think, maybe I attuned to the pier? No. Yeah? No. I don't think so. We'll find out. What patch are we even on? I don't know. I have no idea. I am in Stormblood. That's all I know. Haven't seen the doc since 08, so just a routine checkup. I get you. I also avidly avoid the doctor unless it's like a... Like when I dealt with that allergic reaction to body wash over the winter and the sinus infections and stuff like that. I keep telling myself that, because it's like, you know, my insurance covers a physical every year, and I don't remember the last time I had a physical. And I don't say that with a, like, in a point of pride. It's just, I don't know, man, like, it definitely makes me sound silly, but like, to me, going to the doctors only yield bad news. I feel like, no, so we're good there. Yeah, I just want to get attuned to everything first. Let's do that. Up the stairs. Lothars, I'm well, brother. How are you? Fanning Little Miss well, I hope. He asked me why I haven't seen him in 16 years, and I was like, because I didn't have a reason to come see you. Yeah, that's about it for me. But as I start getting older, and now, obviously, like, Mrs. Neil give me a ration of shit for it, but I say, like, I'll go to start getting physicals because we have young blood. And she's like, well, why wouldn't you do it for me? And I was like, that's a lose-lose. That's a lose-lose question for me. I'm not going to answer it. I was like, but we got young blood, so... So, like, I feel like I'm more inclined to do it now as I was before. Nova, you get it. Yeah, it's not the same. It's a loaded question. That's messed up. It's my wife, bro. She can ask me any fucking question she wants. But luckily, I'm of my own volition. Of my own volition. I don't have to answer. I'll just give her shit right back. It's, you know, it's give and take. It's what any relationship is. Give and take. I feel as much as a relationship, like a romantic relationship or a marriage or anything like that, I think whereas a lot of it is predicated on love, I feel like it is also heavily rooted in tolerance. Okay? And I feel as though you're going to only want to grow old or spend the rest of your life with somebody that you can tolerate and that can tolerate you. Mostly the latter as opposed to the former. Who can tolerate you and your quirks and your ups and your downs and vice versa. I think this is the last crystal. My mother's been after me for years because my family doc is soon giving it up. Oh, damn. My husband answers loaded questions like that all the time. We jab each other back and forth. Yeah. And it's good. Like, I feel like that's healthy. I feel like, why didn't I just attune to that? Or, I mean, I did, but why didn't I use it? You know. I feel like that helps aid in a healthy relationship, personally. Being able to just, like, joke around back and forth, and you're not always at each other's throats, or not everything has to be hyper serious. Like, nah, man, let's have some fun. If we're in this for the long haul, let's have some fun with it, right? This, as you may have surmised, is the consulate of you-know-who. Mark the guards at the gate. Are their uniforms not different from those you have seen in the West? Were you to travel far and wide, you would find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs, all of which goes to show you that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without its artisans. I suppose. Hey, me. For my paladin, I guess. Okay, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But yeah, so it'll probably, we'll do it, let's see, we're 58, 59 days out from daybreak. So everything will get reset on day 30. And that's when we'll open things up to start doing the giveaway for daybreak. We're almost there. We're in the home stretch, man. For realsies. Getting a new work laptop, but it's the worst possible time. I'm limping by on the one I have for the rest of the week. Bro, tell your employers, like, chop chop. Chop chop. Yeah, so we'll give that to the old conjurer. Or scholar, rather, pardon. There is oh so much more I could speak of. The soothing waters of the onsen and the ephemeral delights of the pleasure district, but you are doubtless still weary from your long sea voyage. Let us retire to the company offices. I mean, Hefe, I don't want you, like, thinking that you need to, like, adjust how you things have set up for you and your community as well, bro. Like, I don't want you having to change things around on our cord. At long last, we arrive at our destination. May I present to you our humble offices? We have much to discuss, so I will refrain from any further prattle. Come, right this way. I'm gonna tell you now, before you try the jump puzzle, unlock sightseeing so you get like a good view or for better like camera angles. Boom, boom, boom.
Our thaumaturgists took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
Yeah, bro, remember the Crystal Braves? Look what you did there, Big Hoss.
Allow me to clarify, then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Aori Shinobi and the Rugadan Samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugani.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map.
Step aside, the entire floor flips over. That'd be rad.
We are here.
Jeff, I have seen that. That is a ton of puntos.
Port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy.
So is it basically like international waters? Good, man. Have you had any bites yet, Jeff? On anything new?
Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy.
Yeah, so it's kind of like international waters, more or less.
The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
Look at me. I'm the captain now. Basically. Government job gonna apply for MCP office? Hell yeah, dog. Let's fucking go. Probably pull home some sweet bennies on that one too.
I am told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
We'll call you Mr. I Am Jeff, because that will be your government name.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
Bruh. Dog, Phil, I'm telling you right now, my guy, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't jonesing for some more. Got any more of that there, Zeta? It's fucking good, dog. It is all kinds of good. And the Hayakushiki? Dog. Hayakushiki. I'll take 2, please. Fucking A. Char not char. Let's go. Dude, Jeff, it is super good. No, Arcady, we're not. No, we'll be back at it Friday night, though, for sure. And then, depending on what Dan's got going on, still waiting around. I know he had some stuff come up this past Saturday, but hopefully some solo leveling dub Saturday night. But we'll see where his head's at. Although I am reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lord Lolorito's debt, we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamegan allies place their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. Dude, Lothar's, it's super good. It's been good. Real good. A bit dicey at times, at least for my noggin to wrap my head around, but I think I've been keeping up well. Oh yeah, Lothar, bro, we all got our own stuff going on, my guy. I get it. That and time zones, the ultimate enemy. It would seem insufficient for all of us to venture out together in search of information on Yugiri and Gosetsu's whereabouts. Agreed? Agreed. We need to cast our net wider, split up and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we're to coordinate our efforts effectively, we'll need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed. Tataru would seem best suited for the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. Alisai and I will take those in the southern districts of the city, and the two of you can take those in the north. In anticipation of just an eventuality, I took the liberty of preparing a few sketches of you, Gideon Gosetsu, during our voyage. Dude, I don't remember that at all, but that looks amazing. That's super dope. I would love to have that on like a canvas. It does look badass. I would also laugh quite heartily if it had been like from Joe Dirt when he got like the police sketch artist and he's like, my parents look like Richard Ramirez, you know, the Night Watchman and Father Time. The pacing at the start is crazy fast. It kind of said, yeah, I mean, from, you know, what we watched last night, it's definitely, in my opinion, settled it into a good rhythm. Wow, Ishtola warned me that they were a bit of an artist, but these are great. They'll definitely come in handy. Looks like it's you and me, Vance. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. They give you a version for your ink. Oh, for real? Hell yeah. I don't really need a Marlin on the wall, but I'll take that print for sure. So after Zeta is double Zeta? Is there really a double Zeta? Don't con me. Is there really? Double Zeta. Just sounds neat. Nice looking outfit. Wow, Alphino's sketches are so... I don't know how to put it, but they're very... Well, see for yourself. You may view Alphino's sketch at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. Oh, so we gotta we gotta do the old tracking down of people? No, that's not it. Right. There is, I'm not sure if it officially got an English dub though. Oh. Interessante. What's up, Ethan? Here people are frying each other. Frying and eating. I don't know what that word is, and they're actually not bad. Cicadas? Cicadas? I don't know. It does not have a dub. I've been selectively keeping that fact for me. Okay, hey, that works. Too bad there's not a dub. It looks more like them than they do. Honestly, he could make a living doing this. Ethan, how are you, man? Sorry. No time for distractions. Why don't we start by visiting Haraku at the Onsen? That was it. Oh, here we go. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We sure shall. No problemo. I am not worried. So that's for Hunt. Dream of Shirogane. Levs of Kugane. So I'm gonna go up over yonder. Let's go to the plaza first. The big noisy cricket cockroach fucks. Oh! Yeah, pass. Bro, I don't like pork chops. There's no way I'm eating that. Is this a dungeon? Is this where you fight that scorpion robot from 7? Yeah, I'm not frying up and eating a cockroach, sorry. No, dude. For real, I don't like pork chops. I'm not eating bugs. That's way later. Okay. Hi. Next dungeon is optional. It'll unlock shortly after you unlock diving. Okay. So let's see. Speak with Kimiachi and travel to... Okay. So I'll do that after MSQ. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Come one, come all, burns, cuts, and embarrassing rashes. There's naught that the mystical waters of the Bokaishin hot springs cannot heal. Oh, what is that in your hand? It's a sketch of some friends. You seek this or on this Rogden, do you? 1,000 apologies, but I cannot help you. It is against our policy to divulge information regarding patrons, past or present. Please, we came all the way from Eorzea to find our friends. We have our reputation to consider, miss. Men and women from all walks of life come here in search of rejuvenation, body and soul. They seek privacy and discretion, and we have ever honored their wishes. Only the Sekisegumi may demand otherwise. I am sorry, but there is naught I can do. I suppose we'll just have to ask someone else then. What about that woman who runs the whole, the hostelry? Oh, the hostel? Kotokaze, was it? She's already gone and he's still bowing. Do 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 ding ding ding. I remember the first time I got here and I was just hoofing it everywhere instead of doing Aetherites, and I was like, shame on me. Welcome, traveler. Can I interest you in some rice wine? Exceptional quality, delivered but the other day. An Ori shinobi and a Rogden samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with some few of mine own. If I speak of that which you know, Ijin, be not offended. You are familiar with the situation of the lands across the Ruby Sea? The doomed rebellion after 2.5 decades of quiet? I see. And you are familiar with the ways of the Hingashi? How we elect to stand apart and support no cause but our own? Indifferent and callous, some may call us, but pragmatism is essential if a humble island nation such as ours is to survive. But we are not fools. Complete isolation is impractical, and so Kugane is open to Ijin, and we are equally hospitable to all. Or if I must speak more plainly, yes, I can help you, but if I do, I must also oblige the ones who ask after you. Are you willing to accept this fair and equitable treatment? If anyone comes looking for us, tell them whatever you'd like. As you wish. The two individuals of whom you speak did indeed come here. They sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to make the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. I will provide you with the names of the captains if you'd like. You've been a great help, Mistress Kotogase. I'll be sure to come back for that wine sometime. We would welcome your custom, miss. We should question these captains as soon as we can. You take the first 3, I'll take the rest, and we'll meet here when we've finished. All right? Good luck. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Oh, because is it Uptown Funk? I think so. Oh yeah, so I gotta go back down to the ferry docks here. Me getting lost? Have you ever heard of anything so crazy? Nope, I'm gonna go around. Encanto. Gundam Double Z. In like one of the other like most obvious things, excuse me, about Gundam that I have to look forward to as well is just how, like, even from 79 to Zeta, like the Gundam Mark II just looks so tight. In the Hayako Shiki, no, Hayaku Shiki, right? Hayaku Shiki, yeah. Like, what a gnarly ass Gundam design, and they only get sharper, you know? It's rad. All right, have you seen them? Cool. This last dude gonna be in like a funky spot inside. Up the stairs, maybe? Hello there. Keeps getting better. About it. I do have to go down. Seeing the ghosts after I asked too was just like, yeah. All right, cool. Barbatos, my beloved, though. Tell you. It's at a real high standard. Real good. And Soletta's from Witch from Mercury. Also dope. Super duper dope. How did it? Oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you didn't have much better luck than I did. Well, I suppose we might as well head back to... Wait! I've just remembered! There was someone on my list I forgot to visit. Gyodo. He's a Namazu fisherman, whatever that means. An irregular here. Maybe we'll find him if we look around.
Thanks for the support!
Yo, Handsome Dan. Love you, my guy. Thank you for the 35. Ariel was cool. I hope we get more G-Witch. Be dope, for sure. 35. My guy. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a nice night of writing last night. If you're still interested in boogieing down on solo leveling this weekend, mayhaps. It's like just inside, hug the wall. Pardon me, is it upstairs? Sorry, didn't get my hand over the mouth. Doing more now and yes, solo this weekend? Right on. Sounds good, dude. Looking forward to it, very much so. Oh, yeah, I remember these little things. Yeah, there's Ariel. Yeah, just a super sharp design, man, and how it all played out was friggin' bonkers, dude. And the animations for it too were just killer. Whew. What? Why do you stare? You have business with me? By the 12, a talking fish. Yes, a talking fish. Yeah, he's basically a catfish. How very observant of you, Ijin. You find me in good spirits, so your rudeness I will ignore this once, but only if you address me again in the proper manner. Give him the Meowth voice. Also, are you using the super dope game of the year? Also, you'll be shocked by the voice acting budget because I'm over here going, all of this was voiced. Amazing. Love to hear it. You've praised it. Grumpy has praised it. Jeff has praised it. I love that. I love to hear it, man. Because then, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't there a Suikoden 1 and 2, like an HD remaster still in the works? I'm trying to remember the Meowth voice. I don't remember. Hang on. I'm gonna do a little research right fast. Bro, what's up, my man? Sorry, I'm rudely doing phone stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. I do have issues that I will say after I beat the game, but it's been a blast. Dope. Hell yeah. Hopefully it's just minor issues. Doesn't really, like, take you out of it, you know? Coming out, yeah, eventually. Okay, I think I can do that. But now do I have to put it like, do I have to try and put a British twang to it as well? No? Sorry, I've never met her. Let's start again. You're Gyoto, right? My name is oh, wrong voice. God damn it, I screwed it up already. Well, we already know. Getting kicked in the balls by life a bit, but hey, you're a great stream for chilling and getting my mind off things. Yo, sorry that the nut kick. Sorry that the nut kick is occurring, bro. It sucks. Sorry to hear that. Blows, dude. Bite your lip, give it hell. That's all you can do, I guess. Right? I hope it's nothing too serious, but this too shall pass, right? I hope. Speak fish. I see. Both of these ones I know well. I helped them secure passage across the Ruby Sea. It's been a while since I've spent time with Meowth. Really? That's wonderful. Could you do the same for us? Yes, this would not be a problem. For you, I could charter any ship this very day. But the journey is fraught with much peril. The fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? I didn't think to bring any money. But surely Tataru will let us take whatever we need from the Scion's coffers, right? All of a sudden we get a bankroll? We wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Could we take a moment to talk it over with our friends? Yes, but hurry. Your ship must depart under cover of darkness. We shall meet again at sunset on the Sogade Bridge. Do not forget your fare. Bring many gil, yes? I'm fucking sorry, dudes. It's about time our luck changed. Alphinaud and the others will be thrilled. Fired from my job? Bro, blows, sorry. While recovering from a broken collarbone, but I've got some friends that can hook me up with a job for the time being, thankfully. Dude, thank goodness for the friends, for the help out. Are you still nursing the broken clavicle back to, are you trying to get back to unbroken? That's on the outside. You know, for such a small city, dude, this armor is so friggin' legit. Dude, but I don't like the fucking Doctor Strange ring on the back. I don't like it. That's the one part of it that I don't like. Call me a madman. I don't dig it. Everything out, like that helmet, legit. That armor, legit. Like the Sorcerer Supreme Circle, ugh. I can't, bro. I can't do it. Let me turn it off. Let me turn off the fire ring. Please and thank you. Madman, it's me. Live and uncut. I'm 2 weeks out from surgery? Oh my god. You have to get... Dude, how did you break it so badly? Sorry, man. I'm not trying to... I get you. You're going through some stuff, so I'm not trying to pick a scab or anything. I'm just innately curious. Greetings, honored sir. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? All up in this tea. I just dove for... Oh, dude, I forgot! Yes! I'm sorry, Bruin. How could I forget? But that sucks that you got laid off because of that. Well, I mean, if you can't work, then yeah. That's right, and I vividly remember asking, did your friends laugh at you? And you said, oh yeah. Like, rightfully so. Thought the grass would be softer. Dude, our backyard's got some pretty soft grass. I was walking in it earlier, cleaning up Walter Duke. Pretty soft. We've had a lot of rain up here lately, though, so that probably attributes to it. Nothing that I'm gonna go diving onto, that's for sure. We spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the southern piers. Several recognized Gosetsu and confirmed that he had been searching for a vessel to deliver him to Orthard. None, however, made any mention of Lady Yugiri. Yes, it was the same story for us. And then you'll never believe what happened. A talking fish, are you mad? So this Guido claims to have aided both Gosetsu and Yugiri. How fortuitous. Not the word I would have chosen, Master Alphinaud. Stupid's what I'd call it. How can you agree to this price without making any attempt to haggle, or even confirming what it was in the first place? Yes, that too was a misstep on their part, but it is not that troubles me most. Gyoda and his brethren are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disdained as schemed money launderers, even eager to turn a profit from others' misfortune. Everyone else we questioned stated that Gosetsu was alone. Only Gyodo claims to have met both him and Yugiri. I suppose it's just possible that Gosetsu made inquiries by himself and only called upon Yugiri once he had found a willing captain. But it is equally possible, if not more likely, that you are being deceived. Do not forget that there are parties present in Kugane with agendas which may run contrary to your own. The Viceroy was once a spy herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master. And what better way to do so than by delivering her as the heads of foreign insurgents? Fine, you may be right about him, but if Gyuto's working for the Empire, who's to say he didn't try the same trick on Yugiri and Gosetsu? I mean, if he did, he might know where they are, and if he succeeded, they might be in trouble. Anyways, if he holds up his ends of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, will we? But if he tries to betray us, I vote we take him prisoner and punch him till he tells us the truth. Alice's eye was just like, So if it's a trap, we'll spring it and deal with the consequences. I like the way you think. Very well. We should prepare for the worst. Tartaru will remain here, and I shall follow the three of you at a discreet distance. Once more, I must caution you to avoid physical altercation at all costs, even should Imperial agents attempt to engage you. The Sekisegumi will not hesitate to clap you in irons or cut you down. Some good old-fashioned iron clapping. If anything untoward should happen, you are to return here at once. Is that clear? To review, Lise, Vance, and I will meet Gyuto as planned. Alphino will keep watch from a distance, ready to provide support in the likely event that Gyuto attempts to betray us to the Imperials or whomever else. Should that happen, you and Lise will subdue him, and together we will make our escape. As our actions will surely draw the attention of the Sekisegumi, we will evade them with Alphino's assistance and return here with our prisoner. Does that meet with everyone's approval? Of course, these precautions will be for naught if Gyuto does not play us for fools, but we shall see. To the bridge! To the bridge. I need to move the keyboard just a scotch. Perfect. It's weird when I play this, or if I play anything with keyboard and mouse, which is rare in general, I tilt my keyboard like counterclockwise a scotch. It's just something about how my arms kind of sit on my chair. It's comfy cozy. No, I guess I could have just gone down this way. Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's got to be just a bit. Nothing like I've got a buddy that plays, he plays Valorant, and when he used to play a ton of Fortnite, he would rock it vertically, and he would have his arm over like this, and it was like the craziest, but he was so fluent with it. It was just like second nature to him. It blew my mind. I was like, bro, I don't know how you're doing that, but it is impressive. No, so maybe I did have to go back over the other way. Golly. It's alright. Oh no, because, yeah, okay, so I gotta go up Scout, yeah? Alright. Oh, here we go. Whoa. Our would-be ally is nowhere to be seen. Make ready, Vance. Something smells fishy. I'm ready to Reaper this mofo. Itchy beak tonight. It's got to be the incoming pollen. It's going to mess up everything.
He's late.
Pardon. He's trucking right along.
Endless course, and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
Bro, I butchered his voice. Although, half pat on the back. I feel like I did okay. I'll try. I'll try my best. That's a tough one to peg down. I just need to hear it more and try and emulate the best I can.
Enough. Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
The ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes, yes. Long before was it pledged to another.
He's trying to screw us.
To me. These ones are for Doma.
Ah, you little shit!
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
That armor looks pretty sharp.
Nothing personal, yes, yes. Just business.
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse.
Boot him. Dude, she did! See ya!
Come on, let's find a way out of here.
Let's tussle and get slapped in irons. Ring. Ring, ding, 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 ding. Bro, I'm ready. Alphino coming in clutch. Wait, can I not use it? Oh, for fuck's sake, is it really level restricted? Imagine. Nope, there we go. Yeah, it sure is Arcadia. I love the way it sounds. Ring, ding, 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 ding. This is gonna turn blue and chuck him. Yeah, we're in trouble. Really not voiced? As expected, the Sekisagumi have caught our scent. Since fighting them is out of the question, we'll have to wind our way back to the Ruby Bazaar, evading their patrols as we go. What? Is this for real gonna be a sneak mission? If they find you, use these smoke bombs to make your escape. Bro, I gotta Metal Gear Solid this? Use the smoke bombs to evade the patrols. Be warned that attacking the Sekisagumi will result in failure. I'm sure the first time I tried this, I probably was like, failed these nuts. It's alright, so I gotta use smoke bombs for realsies. Get extra style points for every smoke bomb you don't use? So, I mean, can I just, like, dip potato chip? What the fuck, man? Oh, shit. I'm out. Peace. Why did they get to cut through and I didn't? That is horse shit. I don't know the best way. Wait, that's the Ruby Bazaar over there, yeah? Oh, it's okay. It's Lise. I was like, oh no! They found us. Dude, it's such crap. That doesn't look to be the best way to go, right? I'm hidden. You can't see me. Shit, I can't see you. Ah! Ah, shit. All right, I'm out. We're out. Let's go. Red team run. I was trying for extra style points, truth be told. Oh, get the fuck out, bro. Oh, go with you? What do I do with you? Teenage Mutant Ninja Eorzea? Alright. I'm with you, big guy. Are you gonna double cross us too? I don't know if I can trust you. That was a nice little do-si-do he did, though. Shit, man. Fist bump. Alright, so what did I use? 3? Dude, we got like boom boomed. We got back to back. Feels bad, man. Like I told every teacher I met in my scholastic endeavors, I did my best.
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Yes, my lord.
Clear the road, clear the road. You there, Korjin. We seek 4 foreigners. 1, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
For foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
All right, he is friend.
Many thanks, good sir. With me, they cannot have gone far.
All is well. The Sekisei Gumi will not return this way for some time, I should think. You are of the East Aldenard Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
Sorry I don't trust you, Teenage Mutant Ninja Kugane. I got trust issues. Blonde Lennon.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Well done, you. When I saw the Sekisei Gumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
'Twas my pleasure.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisegumi to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not so pure. I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
An opportunity?
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze.
Oh,
much
that's
less
so
do
wait,
business.
like when we go underwater,
So I seek
that
the
we go to
custom
like
of
their
those less
their
predisposed
house,
to
right?
dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well,
Okay.
there's no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate.
Middle-aged
We would
mutant
be honored
shinobi
to
tortoise,
hear your
middle-aged
proposal.
mutant merchant turtle. Yeah, that's good. I like either or.
I promise you will not regret this, good sir.
Middle-aged mutant merchant turtle.
Ah, yes. You sought passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
You do? Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
And you mine.
Yo, do you guys have Chunky's movie theaters in like wherever it is you are all living? I know it's a super random question, but I'm still annoyed he tried to deceive us, but at least we were prepared for it. Never heard of DC. You've never? Nope, just Century and AMC. Regal and AM. Okay, so Regal I've heard of, AMC I've heard of, Century I have not. So Chunky's, we have. There's another streamer I watch that is not yet here, but he has thalassophobia. What is that? I know it's scared of something, but I don't know what the thalasso part is. Nova. So Chunky's, while admittedly does not have very good sound if you go there, their gimmick is like you can get a bucket of beers, you can order food off of their menu while you sit at these big tables in like Lincoln Town Car seats and stuff like that. And I think like the last time I went to one, I saw a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated movie, which sucked like over a decade ago. But they're all closing down, like in the area. Fear of deep water. Okay, I have a fear of water, kind of. Like I'll swim in a pool, like I'll swim in a swimming pool, but I won't swim in a lake. I won't swim in an ocean. Like it wigs me out. Swim to the Dungeon is gonna be a blast. Haven't seen a movie in theaters in like 4 years. I think I'm probably gonna go see Haikyuu? I'm sorry. I know I'm bad. Movie at the end of the month. I did, me and my bestie at work, we're gonna go see Deadpool and Wolverine, like, probably 2 weeks after it comes out. That's next month, yeah. Even so, next time we should probably try to avoid running around Kugane in the middle of the night and half the city guard snapping at our heels. Haiku. Okay, thank you. Thank you, and apologies all around, as per usual. Haiku. Haiku. Moss, what's good, dude? My friend and I went to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh, want to see. And I want to see Alien Romulus when it comes out. Only 2 movies I know right now looking forward to. Haiku. Haiku. Si, senor. Yeah, like outside of that, I don't remember like the last one I went to the theaters to see. I honestly, I think it might have been Avengers Endgame. Might have been Endgame. Might have been Infinity. It was one of those, I think. Yeah, it's been a while. Like, I'm sorry, like, don't get me wrong. I enjoy going to a movie theater, and I'll go by myself, which Mrs. Neo still finds just obscene. Like, go to concerts by myself, go to movies by myself, like, do stuff by myself all the time, no problemo. But, like, I enjoy the movie theater experience, right? But with said movie theater experience, like, I want to get a large popcorn. I want to get a large soda pop. I want to get a box of candy. I don't want to spend $80 fucking though on those three things. Like, I'm sorry to sound like I'm a tightwad, but it's just, it's so goddamn expensive. And it's like, I mean, I'll just wait till it comes out on whatever streaming platform, you know, if hopefully I have it. Anime movie I want to see about once a month. See, that's dope. I kind of wish I lived closer to Boston because I would love to go down to like the theater district, to the AMC there, because I know that they have some choice cuts that they don't, you know, it doesn't come all the way out here. I think it might have been the Super Broly movie. Wasn't there, was there something that happened with the Broly voice actor? Something happened, allegations or something not great. I thought I had heard. Unless it's a movie that I'm seeing with a friend or a movie of a series I love, I just want to wait till it comes out to buy it in stores. Yeah, and even if I don't buy it, like I said, I'll just watch it in the comfort of my own home, you know? if I want to have a beer, if I just want to relax, you know? Subscription at Century Theaters, $9 a month, and I get one free ticket a month, 20% off concessions. See, that's a sweet deal. It really is. We have an AMC probably like 10 minutes from us, if that, maybe 15. It's probably closer to 15, right around there. OG Broly voice actor got accused of sexual assault a while back. Okay. Gotcha. Well, with DC having mentioned Broly, I thought I had seen some clip, might have been on like YouTube Shorts, and it was Sean Schemmel and Vegeta / Piccolo's voice actors. So, you know, they got blindsided by some fan being like, "You guys turned your back," and like, you know, I don't know anything about it. Got found guilty of libel, I think, but not the actual crime. Dude, DC, those are very rare. The town I grew up in is has one as well, still. I haven't been to that in many moons. Many moons. The drive-in theater. I think the last time I went there, I saw Amityville Horror with Ryan Reynolds. I got lit off a fat joint. It was not a fun time. Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep, or I'll give you another ride on my boot. No more boots. All my secrets are yours for the asking. Tell us what you know about Yogiri and Gosetsu. Every last detail. And if I find out later that you lied to me... No more lies. The clear, unvarnished truth. You have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, only him. He asked after a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Galleons. You mean you let him into a trap as you did us, because you're an Imperial spy? No, I'm no spy. It was just business. Fewer ships pass through Kugane these days, and we have struggled to make ends meet. So when the Garleans offered a bounty of Adomans found in Kugane... Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need to have a brain to be a spy, so what happened to the samurai? Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. He would not go so quietly, no. Blades were drawn, men were cut down, and the Sekisugumi came. They took the samurai away. Hold on a moment. You mean to tell me the Ijin they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, had I but known. If he is in the custody of the Sekisugumi, I need only see to that the requisite funds find their way into the right official's hands, and your friend will walk free. To this day, one of the best movie experiences I've ever had was the original Hangover movie. What did you do for that? I like the movie theater that's attached to the local mall, reclining seats, leather seats. The AMC by our house that we're about 15 minutes away from had an entire makeover and have like these massive oversized like leather reclining seats. Super nice. Super duper good. But like I said, the chunkies that we have up here, like the seats were comfortable and the shtick was cool where you could get a burger and some beers and whatever, but like the sound sucked and just like sometimes the view wouldn't be good, and you're in like a big open room. Big comfy chairs, reserved seating. I can't go to the movies any other way. Yeah, reserved seating is dope. And yeah, big comfy chairs is the way to fly. Group of like 8 of us went to see it, but the whole theater was dying, and it was just a weird experience for everyone to be enjoying it. Same with Frank. Yeah, dude, like that's good. The collective, enjoyment of a movie by everybody around you. That's what's up. The only experience, I mean, outside of like Avengers, I had was seeing what was it? The Force Awakens. Bro, that was a bonkers experience. Midnight release for that. Like, I was so happy, and my wife is laughing at me. Tears of joy. So happy. Because it had been since, like, Return of the Sith, man. Like, back in high school. I'm a Star Wars guy, through and through. As it is in Ul'dah, so it is in Kugane. But given the circumstances, it seems we've no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. We'll make a pragmatist out of you, Master Alphino. See, I loved The Force Awakens, and I granted it was like just a retelling of, you know, A New Hope for sure. But my biggest gripe with that trilogy was I wish it had just been one director all the way through. I wish, because I know Abrams had the script for the second film written, and Rian Johnson was just like, fuck you. I'm doing my own thing. And I was like, oh, bro, like, you're killing me. For continuity's sake, like, thematically, like, because obviously 2 different directors, I wish it had just been like one. I wish it had just been Abrams all the way through. That's why I didn't like it. Yo, you and a lot of other people too, man, for real. Like, and I totally acknowledge what it was. Hearing you say 15 minutes away to get to an AMC with reconcilable seats or reclinable seats and stuff, it's so weird. There's like 5 within 10 minutes. Dude, I mean, like I said, for me, Scott, it's like 15 minutes away, not 50. 15. 1-5. Lack of vision hurt. Last Jedi was definitely the best one. Phil, why? Why do you do this to me, sir? But throwing the whole movie away for Rise of Skywalker was the last shot in the foot. Oh yeah, it was bad. And now, like, they're doing a Rey film, and it's just, I'm all like, I'll be the optimist. I'll be the optimist and hope that it's good, but I don't know. And honestly, in my opinion, has nothing to do with Rey. It was just like, just stop milking it, you know? Just stop milking it. Stop. My childhood. My adolescence, if you will. Scott, how's Ayuden Chronicle treating you? By the by. You're free to wait here while I speak with the relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if Lee Vance and I joined you. I've ignored Star Wars since Rise of Skywalker. I have to an extent, but Mandalorian was real good. Mandalorian Season 2 was real good. I haven't seen Season 3 yet. For all the praise that Rogue One got, I still haven't watched that. I will not watch the Han Solo movie because I heard that was a pile of dog shit. And I want to see, what was the other one? With Rosario. Excuse me. Rosario Dawson. Yeah, I'm with you, Phil. Rogue One was good. Han Solo, I want the time back I spent watching it. That's why I don't want to engage. I don't want to see it. All right, but what about Gyodo? I will keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return with Gosetsu. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Soroban, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure. It's great. What? Han Solo or Rogue One? Nothing is as bad as Rings of Power. I'm very sad it's associated. See, now, my bestie, who's also a Lord of the Rings junkie, said Rings of Power was good. Oh, Ayuden. Okay, sorry. I know I asked a lot of questions and there's delay, so it's my bad. As you wish. Everything is in order. Let us be off. The Seki Sagumi barracks are to the north. Like, I loved the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but I didn't see The Hobbit. I didn't see the Decimation of Smaug. I didn't see, like, The Hobbit. Like, they made The Hobbit into a trilogy, right? Which, from what I hear, again, same bestie, like, had no business being 2 movies. I must ask you to wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. Part of me wants to watch Rings of Power just to see how bad it is, but I'm afraid it will be like Solo, and I want my time back. Yeah. Like, and again, like, this is the first I've heard of anybody say that they disliked it. Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think? Still gonna do some waiting. Torgal pup chilling. He said it wouldn't take long, right? Because this feels a bit long to me. Calm down, Lise. Everything is going to be all right. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hancock's dim view of government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. And from what I've gleaned from the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave it to them, right, Vance? Sure. Oh shit, no, hang on. No. I have to do this for the Dark Knight instead. My bad.
How about you?
Animal. Oh.
Was that?
It was.
That was Gosetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble. Lise, wait.
I suppose we should.
Oh, is it what is it 2.2, Dan? I didn't make any progress over the weekend at 2.1. It was the game plan, but the game plan fell through. 2.2. So what is it? Robin and Bootlick? Boothill?
Victory to the samurai!
Whatever the heck his name is. Yo, right on.
How many is that now? 10 in a row.
Climax of Penacony is here. Is this the end of Penacony? 2.2? No.
Gosetsu.
Just the peak of the peak and then it comes back down?
Oh, this is a surprise.
What in blue blazes
Frosty,
are you
what's
three
good,
doing
man?
here?
Your life can't be real? It is. You're here. You're talking with me
I could ask
and
you
us.
the same thing.
So it's real.
We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
He just looks like a massive here. He doesn't look like a Rogden at all. Had dinner with Ash Carbide and Reen Shores a lot. Yo, for real? When you said, like, you're buddies with Ash, right?
Some off-duty Imperial soldiers
And then
was
Chiplock as well? That's
subsequently
dope, dude.
arrested by the Sekisukuni, whom
That's
you
super
somehow
cool,
befriended
man.
And convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too
Oh, you
late
live
to
with Ash.
witness
That's
the
incredible.
last one.
That's so tight, dude.
And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Please tell him. Big fan.
Our word once
Big fan
given
over
may
here.
not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Get some rest, dude. Thanks for sharing, though. That's wicked cool, man.
And we had just concluded negotiations.
With main story, then you might have quests like how we went back to Bellabog for... Oh, okay. That makes sense, Dan. What's up, Crash? Using you to test multifunction settings in the new headset. Nice. Is it like 5.1? Ton of walking around town. I got you. I feel you, big dog. 7.1. Holy mackerel. That's sick, though. Shit, I forgot to... Confarn it. All right, hold on. I gotta hit the head, and I will BRB. Uno momento. All right. Up, up, and away. I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There's no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You are after a ship to take you to Doma, yes? It just so happens we have found a willing captain. Truly? What fortune! We will tell you all about it back at the company offices. Alphino and Tartaru are waiting for us there. Greetings, honored sir. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Trying out Robin now, and I'm here listening to her alt. Is it badass? Wait, is she a Harmony character? Gosetsu! Thank the 12 you're unharmed. As you can see, Master Alphino, I am the very picture of health. You, vile fiend, malevolent trickster, how kind the kami are to grant me vengeance so soon. But first I demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me.
You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly would I return to you your coin, had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand. Bro, she's singing a full 3-minute song for her alt that replaces the battle. Huh? Wait, so she sings, like, in the midst of battle? Setting that aside for the moment, where's Lady Yugiri? Was she not traveling with you? That's pretty wild. So she just sings? Like, so every time, well, I mean, I was gonna say, every time she's in your party, she just sings. And her alt that replaces the bat... Oh, so she only... Wait, so she sings in just the alt? Like, just the ultimate? Which is, like, that's still rad. But it's a 3-minute long S-Craft? That's bonkers. For a time, aye. But we parted ways some while ago, and better to improve our chances of finding Lord Hien. Lord Hien? Forgive me, I have yet to explain. Lord Hien is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. And that's to do with the ponytail, right? His was a passionate voice for the cause of Doman liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So you seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army onto your lands. The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him in the might of the 12th, we had no chance. Once Lord Hien understood this, he bade Yugiri take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would not stand and fight that they might have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried on our doomed war. And then one day in a fierce battle we were separated. I knew not what came of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him I would need Yugiri's aid. The situation grows more perilous by the day, for the new viceroy, Yotsuyu, is a black-hearted villainess who delights in the torment of our people. There is naught she would not do to further her own pursuit of Lord Hien. Thank you. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we are here to aid in the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow their imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Othard. Once here, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yangxia, where we shall be reunited with Ugiri.
Mayhap not all. Alphinaud's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane, working closely with Tataru and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There's a Gallian embassy just down the road after all. While I appreciate the vote of confidence, I should be glad to accompany you all. As a soldier in the field, so to speak. Come now, brother. A competent commander assigns his soldiers the tasks best suited to them, as you of all people should know. And you are so very good at espionage and intrigue. For we all must serve each in our own way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. Even after just trying her out, I'm not sure if I want to pull or not. It lasts until the buffs go away, but if you want, you can stay here as long as you want. Oh, right on. And yeah, just listen to her belt it out. I know I want Topaz, so I'm not sure what to do. I don't really want anybody. I guess I would take Topaz if I got lucky. Like, that would be swell. But I don't know if I want to pull. I don't know. I gotta stock up some more. Sarban is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot. Saving for 2-3. So is 2-3 gonna be what? Boot Hill and the character not to be named that I saw. That I saw. Boot Hill second half. Oh, second half of this update. Shit, okay. Oh, okay, so that's just for housing district. I'm ready to go. Sorbonne, let's go. I'm ready. This admittedly is the slog that I remember. I do remember this being a slog, and this is it for sure. A lot of traveling, and again, no disrespect, lots of dialogue, obviously. Nothing wrong with that, but not a lot of kapow, boom, pow. Need some moss fights. Sloggy by nature.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun.
Where were you when they were building ladder to heaven? It's a giant game of Jenga.
A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
Next 4 levels of quests basically might just fucking blitz through them, not read anything. Yes, I'm pulling for that person. I have almost 80 pulls right now, and I have an entire update now to gather more. Bingo. Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping for. Like, well, I know it's a sure shot thing that I'll definitely stack away some more, finishing up at least 2.1, and then yeah, 2.2. Moss. No, sorry. Yeah. Just going for a dip in the water. I don't remember this. Also, I think it's awesome that every time I hop on Star Rail, I see that someone has used my Clara. I was using her, I think I used her last night before bed. Or it might have been today at work. One or the other. I use your Clara often. Very often. Because while I'm trying to farm for ice relics for Jingliu, like she's my go-to. Fugu, right? Fugu's pufferfish. Slogging through Stormblood. At least I, you know, even on the refresher, it's still like I told you, man. I'm like, I don't remember obviously the meat and potatoes, but I do remember it being wowzers, like the last quarter of the expansion. Yep. Hi. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. We're gonna get busy living or get busy dying. No. Oh no, we're fine. We're good. It's probably just a headpiece. No, everything's good. Situation normal. Ring. Yeah, my go-to team lately has been Acheron, Pela, Jingliu, and Lynx. That's still been my go-to. Do some searching. Ooh, you got a glowy shark nova? It's pretty sick. A team of damage for sure. Positively. I mean, if I unalive them first, I can't unalive us, right? I just need to get Jingliu's crit rate up, like just a scotch, like 6 points, something like that. So that's why I've been farming those relics in the hopes. Yo, there's a glowy shark over there. But yeah, Pela E6, great. Great. Works great with Acheron, works great with Jingliu, like neato. It's quite nice.
Gentlemen, I'm told you were most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Oh, shit. Raphael. He's the red one.
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
Yeah, classic Garlean attitude.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent. And the acting Viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own.
She's about to rock him,
Be
dude.
that as it may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds!
I need those troops to yell, "Don't forget me!"
She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
Gosetsu's always just ready to throw down. He's like, yeah, man, we'll tussle. I'm game. and you're laying down prone riding on it too. God, imagine running into that thing in the middle of the ocean for real though. Oh, no thanks. I'll pass. Although I do want to hear the song again. Ocean fishing achievement? Okay. That's a dope song, man. It is really good. Yoshi P's devious plan is working. I like the song. I told you, and I'm still rooted in. I just, you know, I don't like my Final Fantasy to be action based, and I didn't like Devil May Cry, Devil May Final Fantasy. I can always listen to the soundtrack. I heard the soundtrack is a bop and a half. And that's gonna be for current for sure. But yeah, the demo will be out this summer. I'll at least try the demo, see how I feel. Where to now? Down over yonder window? All right. Lot of traveling, lot of talking. Lot of just go here, do some, lot of. Well, let's mess him up, dude.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
Gilbert, my man. Not a big fan of her.
She, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master, The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Filth and squalor everywhere I look. How very dull. What I wouldn't do for a drink.
Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember?
Her voice was real low. What's up, Aaron? How are you, bud?
'Tis better to bend with the
going on,
wind
hombre?
than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies...
Yeah, super duper low. It was weird.
Therein lies freedom.
I don't know if that was
I come
intended to be
before
like
you
just
today
kind of talking
seeking
under her breath,
affirmation.
but that was like
A
exceptionally low.
heartfelt declaration. You're free to answer me as you see fit,
should probably
yet
update
even the
HSR
least among
while I'm
you should
sitting
know
here.
the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Korjin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word. Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
Jesus, man.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Holy shit. You actually did it. Good lord.
Oh, very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you.
She's diabolical.
Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
Dude, come on.
He's right. They would simply take the villagers hostage. We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself. As a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive, they will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand.
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugani.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
Oh. Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
My man!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
I trust him. I wish they would have given us her outfit. It's a nice looking outfit. I feel like that would look good on a scholar also. Death staring. She just DGAF. She's like, meh. Do I have to swim back over there? Yeah, Summoner Glam, I think that would look sharp on a Summoner also. For show. Philly! Sup, big dog? How you doing, hombre? Bye, Valabro. Are you meeting out in the middle of the ocean again? All good in the hood. Good to hear, man. Good times with Zeta, dog. That was good. Celtics put on another clinic tonight. Good. Ooh. Excuse me. That sleep bug is biting. I think we're gonna find a good spot to get things. Dude, you're a swimming machine, Nova. Oh. My schnoz is bugging me too. I'm telling you, it's gotta be seasonal allergies or something. Got me hooked now? Not on Celtics basketball, but talking Gundam. Yeah. Hey, Kay, how are you, my friend? Look at this guy. I've been very well. I hope you have been doing excellent as well, buddy. Yeah, we're moving and shaking for sure, thankfully. Heaven's Ward was a labor of love. It's still, and granted I haven't finished Shadowbringers or touched Endwalker, but I love Heaven's Ward.
so very much. It was so good to be back there, and this guy just needs to get his teeth cleaned, so. Zeta for sure, yeah. Same here, man. Been good, very busy, honestly, but no complaints. Good to hear. Work treating you well, I hope. Life as well. Yeah, Heaven's Ward is something special. It really is. It's like, golly, good. What have you been playing, Kay? And yeah, like, I'm sorry, but Stormblood is just super meh. Stormblood is super meh up until, like, the end of the expansion, from what I remember. The rest of it is all just like, ugh, alright. Just gotta, like, get through, huh? Took a second job earlier this year. Also, my field, good to hear, so that's been really great. Love it. Grab this Aetheryte, and that's a good place to end. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll scoop the Aetheryte. We'll euthanize these walrus goblin hybrids. Take care of business with our chainsaw scythe. No, really, they just scattered. Okay, so you've still been doing 9. Hang on 1 second. Let me just try and take care of my friends here. I said good day, sir. Finishing off Rebirth stream so I can go back to the Trails journey. Hell yeah. How have you been enjoying Rebirth? And how do you like 9? I love 9. 9's another great experience. Where's the Aetheryte? Is it like in the village? Do we gotta go further up? Oh yeah, it's up there, right where it's clearly marked. Yeah, Arcadia, I think I'm gonna wrap things up a little bit early. That sleep bug is he is biting something fierce, for sure. And I get to go to sleep on fresh sheets.
Fuck yeah!
Yo, Zach! What's up, man? Thank you so much for the raid, bud. Hope you had a great stream. Hope Strikers is treating you well. Notification, what's good? Welcome in, Raiders. Pleasure to have you guys here. Thank you very, very much for being here, man. Hibbington, good to see you, man. What's crack-a-lackin'? Has Zach been treating you guys well? I know he has been. Zach's great people. For those of you here that don't follow Zach, I would absolutely encourage you to do just that. Great dude, great taste in games. His shipping commentary, it's a little suspect, but it's okay. I love him unconditionally. Giants got the #1 pick for the draft. Okay, yeah, they had like, didn't they have like a 25% chance, 25% chance, something around there? And we're cheesing, we're keeping our Dark Knight up there, getting ready for Shadowbringers. I'll just do the materia at this point. Screw it. Dude, really? But that's good, Hibbington. Good to hear, man. Should hit the dungeon and maybe the next trial tomorrow. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna attune over here. And Zach, thank you very much for the raid. We're usually live until midnight, but I got a good old dose of the sleep bug biting. It's good. I'm kind of ready to be done with Rebirth. It's a hefty game, but enjoying. And oh my God, do I really love 9 a ton. And how about I Want to Be Your Canary, the very beginning of the game. Great time. Great musical number, Kay. Thornton brought me here, and now I can maybe have hope of staying a Sharks fan. What time is it here? It just cracked 11 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, we're usually live for another hour, but yeah, I think we're gonna wrap things up early here. Just I'm a sleepy boy. A sleepy boy, busy work day. Excuse me, and the yawns just keep coming on faster and faster. Pull a P5 rebel against the sleepiness. Nah, man, you know what? If there's one thing, well, I can't say that I don't push back against the sleep, because I do. when need be, but man, no, I'll take the sleep when I can get it, dude, for sure. Sleep is something special. Thank you very much, Kane. It was good to see you. Glad that that life has been treating you well, for real. And, you know, bummed still about PAX, but there's next year. It'll be this month next year. So now we're literally, well, I think it's like a year and like a week or two away. It's going to be like the second or third week in May next year. Aaron, appreciate it very much. Let's see, who can we go and raid? That's not still on, you fibber. Well, Hey J Official is 14 first playthrough in what looks to be Heaven's Ward, because I see Shiva. Yeah, dude, Sprouty Sprout. Let's go say what's up. Yeah! Got the Griffin mount too. Goated. Playing as a samurai, I believe. Right on. Let's go say what's up then. The heck with it. Raid. Hey, Jay. Am I spelling that right? Oh. Hey, Jay Official. Did I get it? No, I didn't. Hey. Oh, J-A-Y. Imagine. Nova, have a great night. Yo, to everybody, thank you. Sorry to wrap things up early, but like I said, we're gonna catch some early Z's. And it's not like I don't just like close down shop here and then like go upstairs and go to bed. I gotta like go upstairs. I gotta stay somewhat uncomfortable because then I gotta wait for Walter to come upstairs so I can let him outside. Then we get to go to bed because he's a rascal. So. Phil, have a great night, man. All of you and yours, stay happy, stay healthy, stay excellent. We'll be back here again tomorrow, man. We'll do it some more, promise. Hopefully, a bit more energized. You know what I mean? Something that just not just coffee takes care of. Which, although I tried to double down on that too, and you know we're still struggle bus for real. But I love you guys. Be good. We'll see you tomorrow. All right.